Well, the season might be done for the Wildcats ball club, but before you start thinking about next season, Big Blue has to get through the MLB draft.
Your sister sometimes makes fun of you on Twitter. She mentioned you getting your head stuck in a couch. I have to know the story.
He helped us answer the age-old question, is the West Coast really the best coast? Well, in the NBA, it might be.
We're having Tracy on our podcast later. What question do you think we should ask her?
I asked him what makes him so powerful. Well, he said he gained 10 pounds, and that makes him stronger, harder to tackle. And then when it comes to tackling, he said that his mindset is, no one is taking me down. I've heard the defense talk, and they've said that this year there's something special. You seem to feel it, too. What is that special thing? And all the players reiterated what LeBron James said there. There is a lot of work to be done in these next 6 days. Marshawn Lattimore, he's another guy to look out for. He had 2 interceptions against Tulsa.
Call it recency bias, call it whatever you want. I'm calling Justify the GOAT.
Hey guys, I just wanted an update on Chris Adams. He told me that somebody landed on his ankle. He's fine, not in any pain. They're going to wrap his ankle up a little bit tighter, and you'll see him later in the game.
They just announced it over the speaker, a national record. Everyone was standing and giving you an applause. Tell me what you're feeling right now.
Before the game, Darius Davis got the offense together, and he said, guys, let's go out there and give this crowd a show.
You have an amazing impression of Pete Carroll. Can you, as Pete Carroll, make a pick for the Super Bowl for me?
And oh, by the way, it was in 2014 against Albion that he set the all-time single-game rushing record with 281 yards. He's currently 64 yards away from breaking that.
But I wanted to give fans an idea of what we were talking about when Adam Chaney said his cap broke.
Molinari stole my retirement plan. And while he did that, Tiger Woods took my breath away. This morning we saw more than just sparks of the old Tiger who led at one point today. And after the final round, he was emotional talking about today's action with his kids. Last night in Athens, the baseball Wildcats came back from 3 runs down in the 9th to send the game into extras. Then they scored 2 more in the 11th to claim an important 6-4 series opening win over Georgia. The Cats finished up with Team Toronto yesterday. And off to a slower start than we saw on Saturday late in the half. PJ Washington on the inside to the hoop. Cats scored 17 points in the last 5 minutes of the first half. Tyler Hero helping with that. He scored 7 points in just 3 minutes. Kentucky up 20 at the break. Second half, a totally different story for the Cats. Hero shakes the defender, knocks down the shot from range. Wildcats shooting 60% from downtown in the second half. Reed Travis had his coming out party. Travis with 8 points in 3 minutes. The grad transfer finished with a double-double. Travis's 19 points and 15 rebounds helped the Cats win 93-60 over Team Toronto.
Emma Tiedemann is your typical play-by-play broadcaster.
Hello everybody and welcome in.
She works hard, loves the game of baseball, and has gone through the grind to get where she's at. But Emma is just one of 3 women in the booth in minor league baseball.
People point out my gender that first time they meet me and after I tell them I'm a play-by-play broadcaster. But it was in certain situations that I came to the realization that some people still don't expect women to be in this position.
For the first-year Legends broadcaster, the decision to follow her dream was simple.
Ever since I was 15, I've known exactly what I wanted to do.
That's because at 15, Tiedemann's grandfather encouraged her to put on the headset alongside him.
Welcome to World Class Championship Wrestling from the sport.
You might know Bill Mercer as the former voice of World Class Wrestling, but to Emma, he was her tutu and her teacher. He called her up one day and asked her to help him score a women's basketball game, and a broadcaster was born.
Then he said, well, by the way, here's an extra headset. If you want to say something, then feel free. It was all his ingenious idea.
It wasn't until the summer between her junior and senior year when she took a job calling baseball games in Alaska that Tiedemann found her passion for America's pastime.
Soto jogs back, but he waves this one goodbye.
Over that course of that season, I fell in love with the sport. Like you said, it's more than just a game. There's so many different strategies and stories that go into the game that kind of made it very, very special. Prado, though, one of the 5 19-year-olds for the Lexington Legends.
And while there aren't many women in the baseball broadcast booth, Tiedemann had a support system that taught her to go for her dreams. Her grandfather in particular taught her nothing mattered except her work ethic.
He never viewed me as a female, as a broadcaster. He viewed me as a young kid that had some big lofty dreams, and he was able to mentor me and help me along in my journey.
There's still been pushback about a female in the booth, but Emma has stayed the course.
I just work harder than anyone else out there. If I have to prove to people that I know the game of baseball, then I do more research than anyone else to show that I'm here for the long haul and that I'm worth the hire.
Kailey Mizelle,
And it's a liner into left field.
Fox 56 Sports Extra.